Traders, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going over the 7 stocks that I traded today. So to begin with, we have Apple on our screen, as you can see. And if we take a look on the top right of my screen, we can see Apple's 1 minute chart. And on the bottom left, we can see the daily chart. Okay, now if we take a look at the daily chart, as we can see, Apple had a gap down from its previous close yesterday. So now we had a gap down. And we would anticipate a move today. We would anticipate a big move to the upside, a big move to the downside. Whatever was going to happen, we would keep our eyes closed for the volatility that would come for today's session. So, first off, taking a look at pre-market, we can see a downtrend under VWAP. So now this is bearish. It's a downtrend that's bearish. Under VWAP, it's bearish. All right, so now if we take a look and go to my trade, I had one previous losing trade on this, and now I don't know where I took it exactly, but my second trade I'll show you now is it's trade that took me back into green territory. So now if we take a look and put our level down right here, average cost 262. So now we're going to get a line and go 262. So now as you can see, this level is very important. It was a previous resistance level, acted as a resistance level here. And now it was acting as a support level once we had a parabolic move to the upside. I think this was because of news. I'm not 100% sure what was the reason, but we had a parabolic move. I waited to the downside. I had a consolidation. If it broke out of 265, I would have took it long. If it came down to 262, which it did, we were looking for a short move. So now, interesting enough, we had opening candle here after the consolidation. It broke these three previous candles that were now trending up, and I was looking for an entry at 262. So now I got filled at 262.03, as you can see. Wrote it down, waited for the close, came back up a bit, wrote it down. Now I sold this at my average fill was probably 260.50. So I made a little more than a point on this trade. I let it come back. On me a bit, but anticipating a move, a bigger move that ended up happening. So now that was my trade on Apple. Made 1.5 points on it. Recovered my loss from the first trade, and made some profit at the end of that. So now we're going to skip APT since it's a small winner, and we're going to go straight to BYND, which was my best trade of the day. So now if we take a look at BYND, I had a morning trade on this. As you can see, another downtrend. We had resistance levels, some resistance levels above. Had a huge push up, and then had a gap down. This was where we had the 15-minute break on the halt, the 15-minute halt on the market, and it opened back up lower. I was looking for a short at $71, risking to 72, as you can see where it opened up, and got filled at 70.77. So now this was a pretty bad fill, not even gonna lie. 70.77 was a pretty bad fill. But we entered, and we were risking a buck. Made about a $1.40, as you can see. So we sold almost at the bottom. Crazy enough, we sold for a $1.40 profit, and we just moved on from there. Fantastic trade. Anticipating a breakdown from here, got the breakdown. Ended up selling into this unknown area, as we can say. Next trade, MPC. Took this in the afternoon. Now, if we take a look at MPC, we can see that I had a average fill of $24. So now if we get our $24, we can see that downtrend right here. Had a support level. Support level got rejected. Now we were anticipating a move breaking under this support level and a move to the downside. So now we were risking 20 cents on this trade. So now we can get our 20 cents. So we were risking 20 cents on this trade. I took my partial at 15 cents right here. Maybe even less. Maybe even less. I let it come back under me a bit. And then I let this ride. I ended up moving my stop to here. Got taken out. And yep, that was the trade. So we got out for a little less than 1 R. Um, which was probably not the best management. But in a market like this, you don't really want to trust something to have a continuation when the market's swinging up, swinging down, swinging sideways. So I took my big partial. I let the shares ride. Anticipating a bigger move didn't happen at that very moment. And had a continuation of the move right after. So yep, that was that. That was MPC. Not the best money management, but we got a little less than 1 R. Not a bad trade. So now taking a look at our next trade, I took Oxy at 13.55. 13.55 right here. Trending up all day. Had a consolidation, as you can see down here. Trending up, trending up, trending up. This is when the market was going parabolic. I wanted to get a fill at 50 cents. I had my risk down to 30 cents. My risk was 20 cents. Got in. Had a push up. And I sold this very, very early. I had 20 cent risk. This ended up going $1.50 almost. Now that could have been with 500 shares. That could have been $750. So yeah, no, you know how I feel. But sold on this pullback. Didn't really want to trust it to have a continuation. But now what I could have looked at was, since it survived this small pullback and had $14 to break out on, I should have held this trade. Would have been fantastic if I held. But we didn't. Not the best money management on Oxy. Came out with a more than 1 point. Not a bad trade. Could have done better. I'm gonna learn from this 100%. Um, taking a look at the next trade, we're gonna skip Tesla, small winner. Nothing really too crazy there. But looking at our last trade, TVIX, I had an average fill of 380.63. So now we're gonna put a 380. All right, so we had a position here. Um, market had a huge push down. TVIX is an ETF that pretty much is the opposite of what the SPY does. So SPY had a huge flush. This had a huge downside. Um, the SPY looked bearish. TVIX looked good. Had a consolidation. Was bouncing around this level, 370. I was anticipating a move up and over. Hopefully getting a quick scalp out of it. We didn't get the move that we were looking for. I took a 1 R loss, and yeah, simple as that. As you can see, TVIX was, in the beginning of the year, it was trading at $50. Now it's at $400. So, yep, that was TVIX. That was my day. I'm up a little more than $300, a little more than 3 R on the day. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be posting more daily recaps and probably some watch lists or live recordings so you can see how I'm trading. But yeah, thanks for watching.